everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I've been doing a little bit of buying, so this is not just in one day, this is over the past 2.5-3 weeks, I want to say, possibly a little bit more. I managed to snap a couple of good deals on Amazon Prime Day, but there wasn't much to choose from, if I'm honest. Art supplies on Prime Day, I was seeing a lot of Arteza. I remember seeing Castle Art. There wasn't a lot. No, there were Copics as well. I think they were the 36 set, but I didn't get any of them. So I'm going to first start off with probably the oldest thing. I got some more distress inks. Now, I did order these, I can't remember the website, but I will link the website down below because it's the cheapest place that I have found these. Now, I think they were around about £3.20 each. I mean, I'm not going to go through all of the colours, but there is a good array here. But I'll show you the swatches. That's probably the easiest thing for me to do. Let's just go through my swatches, and I know which are the new ones, which you think I've learnt by now whereabouts all my different swatches are. Right, so these are all the colours. These are not all the new ones, these are my old ones as well, but the ones in between, so you've got, that's not a new one, that's not a new one, that is, and it goes like that all the way down. So I've got a really nice array of colours now. I think there's probably only 2 or 3 more that I'd want to get to complete my set. I don't think this is the full range of distress inks, but I'm quite happy with this palette. Like I said, it's just 2 or 3 colours that I think I'm missing. Like a medium pink, there's a really dark pink here, and I really like one. I'd like one that was in between. I'd like a really dark blue. The darkest one is this or this one, which they're not particularly that dark, especially not on camera. But yeah, I'm really pleased that I'm more or less getting there with the distress inks. So let's pop this to one side now. The next thing that I got, I will add now. So this is the magnifier. It is pretty good actually, so I'll just stand up and you can see there how much it does actually zoom in. I will have this linked down below. I'm just going to show you the different colour settings. This is the one that I keep it on. And then you've got more of a warm colour, more of a white, and then the mixture between the two, and you can dim it and make it lighter. It's a cracking little light. So I just keep it propped up like that when I'm not using it next to my tripod. I thought that'd be easier showing you separately, you know, because it would be difficult trying to get the camera, you know, showing you, but you can see there how you zoomed in, it does actually go, and this is fantastic for diamond painting. I'm talking about diamond painting, I did get a new one, just a small one. I can't say what it is because I don't want to say. A friend or a family member might be watching, and I don't want them to see it as a whip. I want them to see it when it's done and it's framed, so I'll take a picture of it once it's done and put it in whenever's month that is, finished pages to show you. That was a mouthful. The next thing I've got is I looked on the Amazon warehouse deals. Now, if I was buying these as proper makeup brushes to use on my face, I wouldn't be buying them off the warehouse deals because the box came all mangled, the sponge was quite dirty, but that doesn't matter to me because I'm using them for art, for my distress inks. And I think for this pack of 10, I mean, there's all different shapes and sizes in here with a sponge as well. I think it was about £6, which I don't think you can beat that. I think for the fact that the box had been messed up, whoever had received it wasn't happy. But yeah, always check your Amazon warehouse deals if you're after anything like this to do with art supplies, that you're not too bothered about it being dirty, because it's going to get dirty anyway with you using it with your art. So I'll just move that to one side. We've got the skin set of Ohuhu markers. Now, some of you might be aware that I have got the full set that's available to us in the UK of the brush markers, but they did sell this separately. Now, I think there is a couple of duplicate colours, but them colours are the ones that I'm going to use the most of, so now I've just got backups. So these are the new colours, and I'm really pleased with them. I mean, I use this orange in a pumpkin page. I haven't no idea how to use them on like for blending skin. I do need to practice, but I still managed to use the colours. You do get a colourless blender in here as well. So I'll just show you one of the colours. I'll show you the tips on it. And it's a really fine brush tip. Really nice to work with, easily in the hand. Because I've noticed with some alcohol markers my hands start to hurt after a little while, and I've not had that problem with these yet. I say yet. So again, they were off Amazon. They were Amazon. The distress inks were from that website that I can't remember the name, but I'll link it down below. And then the brushes were off Amazon as well. I've got a set of 3 brushes. Now all I did was type in Chinese water brushes, and these are what popped up. And the reason that I wanted these is if I've got a big area of a background or picture, whatever, that I wanted to do, this will cover a large area. Now I have used them and they do work a treat, but now that I've used them and they've not dried to the nice tip of this. Now I did keep the caps, but when you was putting the caps on, it was making them fray a little bit, so I didn't bother putting the caps on. I might try something else. I'm wondering whether I can put a bit of wax around the base and then, you know, squeeze it to make it back in shape again, and then put the lid on and then leave it to dry like that. I don't know. I need to have a little bit of a mess around, but it's a really nice brush. Chinese writing on there. There's a little, I don't actually know what that's for. I mean, you can, suppose you can hang them up, can't you? But I think again they were about £6 off Amazon for the 3, and they were on me. The next day delivery. The next thing I'll show you, I've got 2 new Stickles. I've got the Mercury Glass and the Blue Ice. Now I've already used these. Again, I've had these for about 2 weeks. So now I'm just missing one for my storage container. But this one's a really nice colour. It's like a champagne colour. And there you go, you can see the sparkles there. Right, I'll show you next what I got on the Amazon Prime Day, I think. So I managed to get a new sharpener. It's an electric sharpener on the Prime deals. Now at the moment I'm using the Helix crank one. Now I've not actually sat down and used this like over and over. I've only just tested out one pencil, but from that one pencil I'm quite pleasantly surprised. Now the reason that I wanted to get an electric one was if you sat here for a couple of hours each night colouring, it tends to hurt your hand with the crank. So I thought, you know what, while it popped up on the Prime deals, I think it was on there for about £20 I believe, or maybe a little bit less. Now I have had a electric one before, but it was one that you pop batteries in. It wasn't mains powered, and it completely destroyed one of my Prismacolors. It just completely ate it. So that's been kindly passed on to my son, so I thought I'd give this a go. Now we'll try it for a second time on camera. I have tried to put a Derwent drawing pencil in, and this is too thick, this won't fit in, so I will have to just use my normal sharpener for them pencils. But this is just a blender, so it's, you know, it is a normal size, so it should fit in. So let's see. It has got 3 settings as well, but we'll have it on the sharpest. So you basically just push it down and you see the tip on that. Very good. I'm just seeing if I've got any more pencils. I've got one more here that I'll be able to use. I've got another Polychromos blender, so same thing again. I'll keep it on the sharpest setting. I mean, I bet you this is going to annoy the life out of my husband, but he sits there with his headphones in to watch TV, so you can't really say anything. But I'm quite pleased with that. Let's see how long it lasts, because some of the reviews, not just on this one, but on other electric sharpeners, they break after a couple of months, so we'll see. So this was another Prime Day deal. Like I said, there wasn't much that I wanted on the Prime Day. There wasn't much of a selection this year. Compared to last year, there was so much more. So this is the 36 Polychromos pastel set. Now the reason that I got this is to do more backgrounds in pastels. I don't want to be using my pan pastels for backgrounds, number one because they're very expensive, and number two, I really struggle getting into the fine details with pan pastels, even with the you know, the pointy tools. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to get a better set of pastels. So I've not used these yet. I've literally just opened the packaging just to check that they weren't broken and everything's a-okay, but I'm going to keep them in the packaging. So it does come with quite a hard, it's not card, well it is a cardboard, it's a very thick cardboard if it is. Anyway, so all your manuals, same as all the other Polychromos products, it does come with a layer of protection, and they're all individually protected as well, which I did forget about. And I just think these will be a lot easier. I have got a craft knife that I can use to sharpen these with, or even to just, you know, like shave it down to get the powder onto the paper and blend it in like that. And I just wanted to try just a better quality. I think the other ones that I've got, there's about 48 or 50 that I bought off Amazon for about, gosh, it must have been about £10. And I'll be totally honest, I don't really use them anymore, so they will get passed on to a family member that's just recently got back into drawing and colouring again, so I imagine that she's going to be happy to receive some of my older things. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to using these. The selection of paints there, lovely, lovely. I think the camera's washing them out a little bit, but they do feel really smooth. I know it sounds silly, but they don't feel really, really chalky. There's not too much of, you know, it's not too much coming off on my hands. So yeah, I am really looking forward to using them. So I'm going to make sure that, you know, they go back the way they were, so they're still protected. And I think I paid £38 for these, or 36, and it was meant to be 48. So that was on quite a good deal. Am I going to be able to get this back in the packaging without spilling them everywhere? We shall see. The only thing is, with the packaging, I wish it had come in a tin, and it would have been a lot easier just to flip the lid open. I mean, it could have had all that protective layer in. So yeah, I do wish that it came in a tin. That's a bit disappointing. So we can move all this. This is just information of how to use them. So I will keep all that for the time being. Now these weren't on the Prime Day, but I've had them in my box, my wish list for, I want to say about 3 months, and I just kept putting it off and putting it off. I have got six gelatos, so I do know, you know, what these are about, and I'm really looking forward to having a good mess around with them. Now I did swatch out the colours, just in case anybody was interested. Now these are the colours 2, 4, 6, yeah, it was 6 that I originally had, and they were really good for skin tones. But the main reason, again, I wanted it for backgrounds. You can mix it as well, I believe. You can chop a little bit off and mix it on. I could mix it on this board actually. Mix it with a bit of gesso or make a paste. Now I think that would make a superb texture on a page. Let's say this snow cone colour, you mix that up, I think that would look fantastic on a picture that's got you know, like the sea or waves in the background, mixed with the gesso. It would make, I think it'll be fantastic. I didn't read this properly though. Online it said 33 pieces, so I thought, oh, that's 33 different colours of gelatos. There's not. You get 28 gelatos, you get your palette knife, which, to be fair, it is a very nice palette knife. Which side did I open this morning? This side. Sorry about the noise. So you do get a really nice craft knife here, and the craft knife that I've got, the spatulas, they're just plastic. So I've got a really, really nice sturdy one here, and that's what I can use to mix the gesso and the gelatos together. I mean, I think it's going to be messy. I really think it is, but it's going to be fun. You get a brush with it, which I've got one very, very similar to this that I've used with the gelatos before, and you get 3 different stamps. So I'm probably not going to keep it in this packaging. I'm going to probably get a similar pencil case too, or you know what, I'm probably going to take them out of this, take my distress inks out of this, transfer over to my plastic case, and I'll put all my gelatos in here. and then I shouldn't need to go out and buy another pencil case or case. But there is some really, really gorgeous, unique colours in here. Which one was it? Was it the icing one? Metallic icing. I mean, I bet you it's not going to show up on camera, because it never does when I want it to. But it is really metallic, and it just reminds me again of snow, or you could pop this over fairies' wings and that'll look really, really nice. So I'm just going to leave that there for now, otherwise if I put it on the floor I'm scared of dropping it. So until we've reorganised the storage, that's where it's staying. So the rest of the things are books. Some of them you might have seen on my channel once, but I wanted to share anyway just in case you didn't see my finished pages video. So the first one is the new Beauty of Horror. As soon as I saw, sorry for the glare, as soon as I saw this on Colour with Claire's channel, I knew I had to get it for the fact of, I knew probably 50% of the films that are in here. Now I've took the dust jacket off, which is here. This is the front cover. I can't stand these dust jackets. Now, I don't usually have a problem with them. Like in the Camilla de Erico ones, I've not got a problem, but for some reason these just keeps sliding around everywhere and I can't seem to keep it on. So unfortunately, that is just getting probably binned. I don't like the dust jacket on it. Tongue twister. But I like the case on this anyway. It's a matte black colour. Now I have finished a page in here. I will quickly show you that. But there are some really, really cool pictures in here. I'll not do a full flip through. If you do want a full flip through, there is one on Claire's channel. But I recognise that from The Fly. I'll just show you the ones that I recognise. Stranger Things. No, it's not called The Saw. It's Saw. It's Jigsaw. There's Godzilla. That is the Moors. Gosh, what's the names now? I can't think of the names. The amount of documentaries I watch and I can't think of the names. But you know who I'm talking about, that couple. What else have we got here? Is that meant to be Jaws, possibly? I'm not too sure. I think Claire's finished that one. It's smart. I think she made it look like it was raining. Is that that's Jason, isn't it? Because I remember that film, Freddy vs Jason. That's Predator, which is a cool double page spread. And I like the fact with this as well, I mean, I've not even brought the span on this boot yet, but you look how he's incorporated the centre, so it's matching on each side. I thought that was quite cool. We've got Chucky, apparently doing something not so nice to Woody. We've got Nemo's dad and, is it Dora? I'm pretty sure it's Dora, with a load of piranhas around them. This is off The Ring. That's an iconic scene. I nearly did that one for the first one. I do recognise that one with the pins in the head, but I can't remember the name. Is that another one? Godzilla, Invisible Man, Pet Sematary. This is the one that I did, Alien, because I remember this as a child. So you've got this side that I've finished, which, I mean, I had so much fun doing this. This is probably the closest I've got to doing any sort of Halloween picture this year. And then you've got this side where she's pregnant and the aliens come out of her belly, and I've spilt a bit of paint on there. But yeah, how cool is this? I went for a little bit of a blood splatter as well. I've referenced a picture and I've used Prismacolor and Inktense on this, so I basted all of the alien with Inktense. I've got to be honest, water was not good on this paper. Luckily I managed to save it by going over and hiding most of the problems with shading, so I'll probably have to stick to pencils in this book, or maybe Tombow markers. That is off American Horror Story, I believe. I could be wrong, but the first season. We've got all the different mix of characters. I mean, it's just a fun one. It's probably my favourite out of all of his. I only own number 3 and this one, but I have seen flip-throughs of the others, but I think this one by far is my favourite. So I'll move that to one side. Now I'm going to struggle pronouncing this. Eerie de Passerie. You're going to laugh, I'm terrible. But Clara Magana. Is it? Clara Magana. Now I don't own any of her boots. This is the first time I've owned her boots. I was a bit disappointed, I've got to be honest. I wasn't expecting it to be Amazon printed paper. I don't know why. I didn't even watch any flip throughs of this, but again, I had it on my wish list, and I was looking for a book with lots of desserts really, and I wanted a book. I've seen Kate from Kate's Colouring Haven colour in her books a lot, and she looks like she has so much fun. So that's what I thought, alcohol markers and a bit of pencil over the top with glitter. I mean, these pages really scream for it. But yeah, I'm just a little bit disappointed about the paper. And it is a smaller book as well. I don't think it wasn't a cheap one. It was about nearly £8, I think, give or take. But yeah, I've got it in my collection now anyway. So this is one of the books that I said that you have seen on the channel. Now, I did buy this off one of my friends. I did try and buy it off Etsy, but there was a problem with delivery, so I ended up cancelling that order and reordering. I'm not going to flip through this because I have got 2 finished pages in here, so you've had your sneak peek from the Alan Roberts. See, this is why I don't film in the night times, because I get tired and I can't talk. But yeah, this is a gorgeous book, and I've ended up flipping on this page that I've been putting off. This is my favourite page, it's the whole book, but I'm putting off colouring it because I don't want to destroy it. So I'm wondering whether I can scan it in and save the image on my computer, just in case I do it wrong and then print it, or print it out and do a tester page. I don't know. I don't tend to do that though. So this is a signed copy as well, but it does say to Emma, obviously. That's not to me, it says to the lady that I bought it off. And the next one that you would have seen on the channel is only these 2, no, there's another one after that, sorry, by Laura Rafferty, Circle Portraits. Now I've wanted this one again for a long time. It was in my Etsy cart for a long time, and I was putting it off buying it, and I just finally took the plunge and bought it. And it is a gorgeous book. The paper in this, I can't argue. The quality of it is fantastic. There's just some gorgeous pictures. I really need to do another one out of this actually, for a couple of hashtags, if I'm not silly, and I do actually remember to use the hashtags because I'm terrible for it. But yeah, that is a beautiful book. I think it was around, with postage, it was around £40, which it is expensive, but it is a thick, good quality book, and you're buying right from the artist as well. You know, I would rather support a small business like Laura. She's such a sweet woman as well. So I'm pretty sure you've not seen this one. Pretty sure. So this is, I bought this from the same person that I bought Serenity from. It was uncoloured, unused. So I think I paid her round about the price that she paid for it. It was about £30, I think. But it's When Dragons Dream. Now I have finished one page up here. There are plenty of flip throughs online of this one. Now I do believe that Colouring Heaven came out with this special of this. Now I missed that issue, unfortunately. I'm just going to skip my page. Yeah, I missed that issue, so I was very pleased to have this in my collection. I do know that there's another dragon book, but that didn't quite take my fancy as much as this one did. They're quite intricate, but the Tombow brush pens, the gel brush pens, work a treat in this with a bit of pencil over the top. You're going to laugh at me with the next one, but I couldn't help it. I got a second copy of World Within Worlds by Kirby Roseanne, only because it was Claire actually that shared it on Instagram. Amazon was selling it for £3. I could not take that deal up. I mean, it's a fabulous book. So now I've got a lovely backup for any pictures that I want to redo. And I thought, you know what, I can't pass it up. I can't pass it up. So I've got 2 copies of that now. This is the last one that you have seen on my channel, the last one that I'm going to show that you have seen on my channel. It's the adorable Circles of Life adult colouring book, and it doesn't half crack me up. When I first flipped through this, it had me in stitches. I mean, they are really cute, the pictures, but if you think about what's going on, it's not really nice. I mean, look. It is Amazon printed paper, but you know what? I wanted to use it for alcohol markers, and I had a good idea it was Amazon printed paper because I did look at flip throughs beforehand, and you can use the tell because you can see the printed image on the one before. so that didn't bother me too much. That's the one that I finished, and you know what, it was just really fun. It took me a couple of hours to do. I think I did this one for Kirsty's hashtag, but you know, it's just so cute. I've seen this one finished on Instagram a couple of times, and this was the reason that I bought the book in the first place. I know it's a bit gimmicky and it's a bit silly. I'm nearly 33 years old, but still, it's fun. So I've only got 2 more things now. Yeah, 2 more things. So I got a new intricate ink, Animals in Detail Volume 5. I think I've got one of his PDF books, and then this is my second or third actual book of his, but I've got the Colour in Heaven special as well. See, I really want to do this one. Have you seen this? I don't know what it's called. There's no, which I thought they did. I thought they had references of the names on. Or am I thinking of a different book here? Is it not at the back? No, it's not. But if I try and remember the name of this, I'll put it in the link down below, and you won't see some videos of this. It's like a walking dinosaur. The way that it walks around and stares at you. It's so strange. But yeah, back to the book. It's just really cool pictures. Now, I'm not gonna lie, these do intimidate the life out of me. But I've started collecting art books as well now, like the Jasmine Beckett Griffith. So even if I treat this as an art book and not necessarily to colour in, which I probably will do, I'm more than happy to do that, just to look at the pages. And the very last thing, I'm just double checking that I have shown you absolutely everything, I'm pretty sure. The very last thing is I managed to nab this on the Facebook Colour with Claire Art Supply buy and sell. That was a lot of words altogether. And I managed to get this. Let's try and get that circle out of the way. That's a little bit better. Well, I managed to get this for £14.50, and that was including postage. So the woman was selling it for £12, and then I just paid for the postage on top. But I've looked at these on Etsy, and you know, for postage it would have cost me over £40. So I couldn't believe it when I saw it for sale on there. It is signed, again, I don't know how you pronounce her name, Micah Gelina is it? This is book 1, collection 1. But it is a spiral bound, it does open. My stickles are going to fall off the desk if I'm not careful. The stickles are alright now. So yeah, the quality of the book is absolutely superb. If you do want to flip through of this, I'll just show you a couple of pages out of it. I'm more than happy to do it on my channel. I'm sure there's probably some already out there. But there is some grayscale, there is some line art, there's a good mixture of pages in this one, so that's another line art one. You've got some swatch pages there that she sent with it. There's like colour swatch charts. There's one specific page at the back, and it's with the tiger. That's the one. How beautiful is that? I cannot wait to colour that. As much as I know it's very grayscale, it's heavily grayscaled, but I think that will look gorgeous when it's done. Another grayscale one. Are they called sugar skulls? I'm pretty sure they are. But yeah, I just couldn't believe my luck when I saw this, and then when I think she posted it the next day, and I got it the day after that. So I'm really pleased with that. I am just going to show you one more thing, because I might as well, it's colour related, but I'll have to stop this video and pan you over. So I'll say my goodbyes and now, I think, and I hope everyone is staying safe, and thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. But still, carry on watching, because I'll show you my new cabinet. Yay! So I've tidied everything up now. The desk, I just need to put my mat back down, my cutting board back down. But I got this new cabinet. Now I found this is where the dog's bed is. Now I found this on Amazon, and I think it was around £34, and the delivery said 2 weeks. That's not meant to be there. The delivery said 2 weeks, and it was here in this house, built that night, within 2 days. I could not believe how quick it was. So I've managed to fit the majority of my colouring books here to free up more space in my boot shelf. If anybody wants to, I'll do a updated like colouring area tour, because a couple of things have changed. Just on top, keeping all my necessities like blenders, Tombow pens, gel pens, etc. My Jasmine Beckett Griffith mug that I don't actually use, it's just there for show. My Bath and Body Works candle, another smelly because we've got dogs right here and they're smelly. My sign, and yeah, I've kept this little cube here empty, and then I can put all my finished pages in at the end of the month. It just makes it a million times easier for me. So yeah, if you do want to see a updated version, then please do let me know. I'll give you another quick look at the lamp I was trying to show, the magnifying lamp. It is fabulous, definitely recommend. Thanks for watching guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.